welcome back to another video. Today I'm very excited because I just finished my 11th sketchbook. This is the ELO sketchbook and you can see their logo back there. I just finished it kind of recently and I'm very excited to be flipping through it and showing you all of the sketches in it. So first I did this cover actually really recently. I was really inspired by sunflowers, so that's what is on here, and then I have little vines and hearts everywhere. Then I wrote Sketchbook 11 because it is my 11th sketchbook. I kind of just drew the vine across the spine of the book, and then on the back cover I continued the hearts, have the vine going from the spine onto the back, wrapping around the sunflowers, and then I just colored in the logo with black Posca to make it look a little bit like bolder and stand out. So on the first page, I was swatching my Ohu markers to use. Then I don't know, it was kind of hard to see like what I wanted to make it look like. So then this page is really yellow and it shows up kind of white on camera. But I drew myself and it's like my owner will reward you with brownies if you find my sketchbook. So I just wrote my name, K, and then KMR08, which is my Instagram. You can check me out there. I post art there. Then I did the cover page on the 7th of May. So I really started the sketchbook on this first page where I was sketching ideas for the cover, which I always draw on the front page of my sketchbook. And I said, welcome to my sketchbook. And then I drew myself and I said May 6th, 2020 to June 13th, 2020. And this was my 11th sketchbook. And then I actually messed up the first page. So I had to go over it with gouache paint and cover up what I messed up. And it was so weird because gouache paint kind of feels like chalk and it's just kind of gross feeling. Like I said before, I did the first page thumbnails and sketches on this page. And I was just trying to figure out what I wanted to do for my page. And so I just have all these tiny little sketches. And then I have larger ones, which are ones that I liked more. And then you can just see how the idea kind of turned into this one. I kind of just scooted myself over, which was more like this sketch, which I really liked, and then I turned it into that. So this was for a school talent show. I'm not really going to talk about it very much. So if you ever see a pink sticky note, it's kind of just things I don't want to show on YouTube. So I just drew my 3 teachers that I had, and I submitted it in the talent show, and I thought I did really good. So there's that, which is really cute. This page, I just got my Ohu brush markers, and I love them so much. And so I was just testing them out. So I drew myself in my pajamas, and I just really liked the closed eyes, how they turned out. This page I was doing, or this sketch here, I was actually using a Pilot G2 pen, which is one of my favorite ballpoint pens. I just love how smooth the ink is. So here I was just testing it out again and seeing if it would smudge very fast or how fast it dries. And you can see I didn't wait long enough and it smudged everywhere. And then I colored some boxes to just show which colors I used for this drawing. Here I was just trying to come up with a new original character because I was kind of getting tired of Roy and Sloan. If you don't know who they were some best friends, and Sloan is basically a spider girl. So I was getting tired of them, so I was trying to come up with a new character that would make me happy and fun to draw. So I drew her, and then I didn't really like how her hair and her skirt turned out. It looked too angular. Then I was using this, actually a Pinterest reference. I didn't like how curvy all the lines were on her hair. It just looks too bunched up for me. So I just kind of scrapped those ideas. But I really do like how the jeans turned out, how it kind of looks like it's cut open. This page I was trying to do a continuous line drawing, which you can see didn't turn out very well. But I think the funniest thing about it is her nose. It just looks so funny. It's so weird. It looks like something you'd see on SpongeBob. But that page turned out pretty good. I like how colorful it is. And I also did that swatch thing again for both of these drawings. This next page, it just bled through or shadowed, and so I was just trying to do some sketches on it. I really like this sketch, but it sucks you can't see it very well because it's so covered up. This page, I came up with a new character. I don't think I named her. Lula. Lula and Jane is her best friend. They're hang out at the beach all the time. I did the swatches again right there, just trying to simplify them. And so these were the 2 original designs for Lula, and then this other girl I thought would be a friend, but I was like, no, she looks like a construction worker, just with the blues and so much blue on her, and the orange just gave construction worker, construction worker, construction worker, and I didn't really like it, so I just kind of got rid of her, and then I drew her again, and I figured her dress is like lemons, and her, not dress, swimsuit is like lemons, and hers could be like a strawberry with the little white seeds on it. This page, I drew them again, but I don't know what happened because on this page it looks so much more proportionate, and on this page it just looks so much more squashy and unproportionate. So I didn't really like this page, and so I kind of just didn't really finish background or whatever. This page, art block, really bad art block, and I could not draw like at all, and so I was just trying to get through it, and it bled on the next page anyway, so I didn't really care about these sketches very much. This page was a draw this in your style. This one's still really art blocky. I erased this like 5 or 6 times before I found a sketch I really, really liked, which was kind of weird. And then this page, this sketch was Marigold, which is an Ohu marker that I have, and then I drew her in a dress, and I really liked it, so then she turned into a character. Then I redrew her here with some lighter skin and darker hair, which I think contrasted more, and I love how the blue and the yellow contrast her earrings. This I was just going out of the house and I wanted to plan what I had in my bag. Here was inspired by the 60s because I just had watched Hairspray, which is like my all-time favorite movie ever. And I had just watched it, and I was just so inspired by like all the repeating patterns and kind of hair that they had back then. So then I wanted to try and incorporate that into a drawing. This, I was just trying to practice my anatomy because as you know, my hands are usually tucked behind their back because my hands are so bad. I had this one period of time where that is all I would draw hands as, and then I just got better at it, and then I got worse at it, and so I started putting it behind their backs again. This one I was using the Stabilo fine liners. I think that's how you say it, Stabilo, I don't know. But then I was just using them to try and create like textures and shading. This page I did a 3 marker challenge, more like 3 markers. So I got Raw Umber YR4, which I think is salmon pink, and then a blue, I can't remember which blue it was. And then I just tried to draw something. Then I came up with these 2 characters, which I thought looked like my twin sisters, and so I just thought it was kind of funny. This page I was drawing Lula again, and I just didn't like how it turned out again, so I didn't finish the background and whatnot. This one I was watching a Drawing Waffles video, which I love her so much, and I was just kind of inspired by like the flowiness of her poses and her hair and how it bends and curves so much. And so I used the Ohu markers for the skirt. Then I love how I added the pinkish coral color border and then the yellow border closer to her. Then the hair, I love how blended it is, and then I think the freckles just made it look so cute. This page was another 3 marker challenge where I used a Copic marker on the bottom just to add some more depth. I was trying to figure out up there which colors would look better if swapped. This page, I hate this drawing. It's just not my favorite ever. The eyes are way too big. The hair is way too fluffy. The skirt, you can't even see like folds in it. It just looks too stiff. This I drew myself again in my pajamas with the Ohu markers because my pajamas are all so dark and saturated that I thought drawing them with Ohu markers, why not? It's a perfect idea. And then I drew Mariah Elizabeth, which I also love her a lot as a YouTuber. I follow her, and I just saw her in one of her videos, and she had this such long hair, like straightened down, and I was like, oh, I love it so much. And then I decided to draw her. This page is just bleeding through the page, and her shirt, actually, I layered it too much, so it bled onto the next page. This one, I was also inspired by Drawing with Waffles drawing. She was just doing, like, why guilty pleasure art is important for artists, and I was just listening to it, and then I was just drawing along. This is a survey I gave to my family on which types of people are, like, creating a character kind of generator, and so that created this girl, which you later know to be known as Fiona. This is when I was doing the 6 fan arts challenge, which you can see on my Instagram. My sister gave me May from My Neighbor Totoro, and so I drew Totoro instead of May because I was not liking how she turned out. Then I got Wonder Woman, Katniss Everdeen from The Hunger Games, Goofy from Mickey Mouse, Russell from Up, and Edna from The Incredibles. I love how Edna turned out on the fan arts challenge, which you can see it on my Instagram page. This, I had a black ballpoint pen, and I was just trying to see how it would work with Copic markers. I didn't try any colored Copic markers, and I was just using the colorless blender marker, which was really surprising because it just turned it into grays. So I had to be careful about what colors I used, and it made the ballpoint pen bleed a lot. This page, another art blocky page, was trying to figure out what kind of colors I like to use. I drew Fiona again. I didn't figure out her name until later on in the sketchbook. But then I kind of drew myself, and I was like, oh, it doesn't look like me, so then I just didn't finish it. And then I was inspired by a watermelon from Mermaid. More art blocky pages where I don't do anything, and then just nothing happens. This, I was doing a Huevember spread, or trying to do a Huevember spread. And so I was just using all of my R Copic markers, which are all reds. And I have them on my Copic shelf over there, so I can just look at them all with a glance. This one I was trying to do blues, and I don't have very many light blues. I only have like 7 blue Copics, and I have so many like E-Copics and purple Copics and everything, so I just decided to go with like really light colors. This is when Fiona came to her final design, which is sunflowers on a green dress, a mesh shirt under it, and that's just a shadow, not a necklace or anything. Her hair is pink with some brown in it, and then she has rainbow socks and gray roller skates, and I love her so much. She is just saying, hey, I'm Fiona, on her speech bubble. I think I just love her so much because she's so cartoony and just seems so happy all the time. Then I was trying to draw her in different poses and then in her pajamas. This one I like. It looks like a princess, kind of inspired-ish. These, I was just trying to figure out how to draw like different angles of the face. I teach myself a lot of things when I draw. But this is Fiona. I didn't like how it turned out with the thick line art for the eyes. I think it made her look like scary or something. And then this, I was just drawing her like Red Riding Hood carrying a basket. I thought it was in a cute pose. Then I gave her a friend named Josh, not Joss, and he is just cool like her. And so you'll see him later on. This, I was just messing around with my Who markers, and I was not feeling very confident in how I drew eyes, so I just kept all of my eyes closed in my drawings. Then I was just drawing myself listening to music, because I was listening to music while I was drawing. Here my sisters were trying to come up with a business, and so they're tiny, they wouldn't be able to come up with a business all on their own yet. But then I thought it was a fudge shop, they could call it Oh Fudge, and then I just was drawing like a waitress. This was ballpoint pen sketches, and I really like the way that this kind of looks. It just looks kind of cool and abstract. And so I was just experimenting with the different colors and which Copic I could use on them to blend them. This I entered in a coloring contest. I don't really want to talk about it too much. This is more ballpoint pen sketches. I really love this one. And really love that one. If you can see it better. It's just purple and blue ballpoint pen for these two. And then that one's purple, pink, and then green ballpoint pen. Green ballpoint pen with purple marker does not look good. Don't do it. Then I have 3 Disney princesses, a girl in a poncho, and then a questionnaire person just asking questions or something. She has a question mark on her shirt. So I drew Jasmine, Cinderella, and Snow White. I forgot her collar thingy, so I had to go and add it in at the end. This was just a little poll thing on Pinterest I was looking at, which is where I get all of my references. And it was how to design a character, and so the final of that one is right there, which I don't really like very much. I was watching a satisfying art videos, and I just drew what was on camera. There's little Fiona. There's me. I didn't feel very confident, so I just drew myself. Don't look at it. This one, I was on a Zoom call for school, and I was just sitting here doodling, and then I liked it. I tried to redraw this over here, and it did not turn out good. And I was like, I'm a witch. And then I just hated it. So I gave this girl really short hair, which I think turned out adorable. And then I drew a little Fiona up there. Next page, I drew a salty Fiona, just like grumpy. What am I doing here? She just didn't seem very happy in that picture, and I think that attitude really suits her. And I love how all of her colors look, like colored pencil and Copic marker, and then ballpoint pen underneath. I think it just blends out the colors more. This was a new character I had come up with a Pinterest tells me what to draw challenge. I was just doing it on my own. I didn't film it or anything. And so it was like a Volcom shirt, pink leggings that have like little pleats in them, a bag that has peace sign on it, and then double buns with like brownish hair. And I was like, oh, she's so cute. And so this was the first one I drew, and then I drew her again with Ohu markers, but this is Copic markers. So you can get really close. I was practicing like faces and mouths on that page. This one it was just blank, so I just didn't do anything over here, which I think was fine because, yeah, you can see how bad that turned out. This, I was watching Suicide Squad the movie, and then I loved Harley Quinn. I messed up on her face, so I decided to give her a face mask, and I was like, oh, that's suiting, because we all wear face masks now, I think. And then I drew artist trading cards. I didn't want to do that page because it was just bleeding. I drew artist trading cards. I actually changed Josh into Michael Wales, W-A-L-E-S, not W-H-A-L-E-S. And then I just traced the cards on here and then on the cards. And I'm not sure, I think this was canvas board, but I used Copic markers on it, which are artist trading cards. I should have filmed it. I didn't, though. This was on the 23rd of May. And then I decided Michael Wells is 13 and Fiona Scott is aged 12 years and 3/4 because she cares about the 3/4. This one I was just drawing myself because I didn't know what else to draw. Then I was trying to draw her again. I don't know what to call her because I just haven't come up with a name yet. Then I just drew that little sketch up there, and I think it turned out adorable. I was in an art block, and so this was the 23rd of March, 24th, 25th. I thought I skipped a day. That might have been, that's later though. So then this page, I drew Fiona again, art block, you know. I tried to draw this person with curly hair. I didn't like it though. This one I was just trying to do like thicker line art, and I really like how it turned out. This one I loved it so much. I just did purple pen with Copic marker, and then I added a face with black line art, and I absolutely hate it now. Like I said, ew that face though because it mattered so much to me, and I just look at it without the face. Okay, I'll try and Photoshop it out. Just look at it without that face. It's cute. But then next page, I drew Fiona again. I really like this sketch. See, this is when my art block was. So this was the 26th, and that is the 27th. But I drew this at the night, and then I drew this like the morning of the 28th, but I did the sketch on the 27th. So then I just had some notes for something over there. Then I drew Connie from Steven Universe, and if you don't know, I love Steven Universe. I had a purple highlighter and a purple pen, and then a darker purple pen. So I did purple pen, highlighter, and then a darker purple pen on it. And it was just really juicy, and it was just flowing everywhere. Then I was trying to practice fluidity of my poses. This page, I was doing continuous line again, and I did not like how that turned out. This one I actually think is kind of cute with that style of hair. This one, my sister told me to draw Leah Clark, which is an American Girl doll, if you don't really know what that is. But she's just like an explorer girl. Then I was doing all of my super pastel Copic markers I have, which I love so much. Then versus the more saturated colors, trying to get them to blend. This one I drew Fiona again, and I really, really, really love this one because it's so dark and like the depth just shows really well. And my super pastel Copics again. This I drew myself, and I actually filmed this, but I had to scrap the footage because my recording software that I use is hooked to my desk, and whenever I touch my desk it like wobbles everywhere, which you can probably see, and it just didn't. So I ended up just getting rid of the footage and not posting it to YouTube. This page, I said I don't really like that sketch because I just woke up and I was warming up and then just trying to practice, and it didn't work out very well. This one, inspired by drawing with waffles. She was saying why you should draw a purple ballpoint pen, which I absolutely understand because, you know, purple ballpoint pen, it looks really cute. Then I was just doing more purple pen sketches. Here, it was finally June, and I was so excited it was finally June because I was tired of May. May felt like a really long month, so I just said, welcome summer, and I was really excited for it. This one was a blue pen sketch. This one just drawing like peace, have peace. And I was proud of those feet because I don't really draw people standing up on their toes. My sisters and I did a drawing challenge, drawing a Muppet as a person. Of course, I chose Miss Piggy, and so I drew her like super diva, fancy jewels and everything. Then it bled, so I didn't really draw anything. I was just practicing a pose for this drawing, which I tried to draw McDonald's as a superhero, and I hated it, so I didn't finish it. This one I was practicing with just my Copic markers, and I did the shirt really dark purple, and then I took my super light blue Copic and went over the super dark purple and then picked it up and put it on the pants, and it looked like it was tie-dye. And so I incorporated that a lot in this drawing, and I think it looks really cool. This, I was looking at a prom magazine that I have on like my Kindle, and there was a girl and she's like, hey, and then I was just like, oh, I love it so much, and so I decided to draw her. This, I was doing a pastel fairy challenge, and so my sister's Copic markers are just pinks and blues, because those are their favorite colors, and so a whole variety of pinks and a whole variety of blues. And I only use these, and then I actually used my own skin, I think. Purple pen sketch, trying to just practice. This one, I was testing out a watercolor pen, and it looked like poop, so I made it into a poop. And then this page, I didn't want to draw it upside, or I didn't want to have my hand hanging off the page, so then I just decided to do it upside down. I really like the white highlights and details in that drawing. This page, I was just really, it's kind of a depressing page. I just really miss my friends. And now I got to see them, so that's good. This page, I was doing a redraw of a really old drawing I have. Look, I'll go get it. It is on my wall, and I did it in June of 2019. And then I actually filmed myself redrawing it this year. But the footage froze, and I lost the footage of me drawing it. So this was my first attempt with markers on paper, and so this was the original drawing. You can see it, not very good, you know, just average kid drawing. And then I have my one I did then, which was on June 4th. And then I have one I did most recently, which is this one, and I filmed it and I lost the footage, so I can't really show you, but I recorded it, promise. And I really like how this turned out. I have this hanging above the one on my wall, above the original one. I was watching Whisper of the Heart, and so I just decided to draw the girl from it. Yeah, this one, pastel colors, focusing on like pinks and stuff. This one, purple pens, I really like that color scheme, kind of reminds me of a peacock. Then I drew these two mermaids in ballpoint pen, and then I loved them so much, I decided, hey, I want to create a YouTube channel. So I did create a YouTube channel, and you can see these girls on my main page. They are the two mermaids that are on the backdrop for my channel, but you can't really see them because I let them too far down on the page. This is when the protests are going on, and I just thought it was sad, and so I drew Black Lives Matter. Just feel free to express your own opinions. I just drew this. And it's funny because her skin turned out more purple than like the color I was using, because I used purple pen to sketch him out, and so it just turned out kind of purplish. I was focusing on different colors of blending with Copics, and then I drew a really derpy looking Kiki from Kiki's Delivery Service. I really liked the sketch, but then I just didn't finish it because I realized I couldn't really color it if I wanted to keep the color schemes that were on this page. So I didn't really color it. I kind of tried to copy it and do a digital thing, but then I kind of gave up. This, I was focusing on pen warm-ups to just loosen up because I hadn't been drawing very much. I think I skipped a day, and then I was just trying to warm up, and so I drew Fiona 2 times, and then I drew Mermaid 2 times. And it's fun because you can see how farther I got, like, focusing on different parts. So, like, this one I focused on her legs more and her dress, and this one focused on, like, her top half. This one I focused on her hair. It's fun to see what different places you focus on. This page I drew a mermaid again because I was not happy with these ones. So this one I did 4 minutes. I gave myself 4 minutes to draw. This one I gave myself 4 minutes again. This one I didn't realize I did it in ballpoint pen, so the color was all smearing around and it did not look good. And this one, I think I made her face too, like, squashed, too short, and so it didn't turn out very good, so I didn't finish these. I was watching Drunk Waffles video, and I just really liked it, so I was drawing along. I love how spaced out the eyes are on this face. It just like, the eyes are pulled out farther than like squashed together like I normally draw. This was just a bunch of random sketches, didn't really know what I was doing. And so I just got in the Unicrude mechanical pencil and I love them. This, I drew Josh for the first time, which you get to see him in my sketchbook. Then I drew Fiona and Josh, and I was just like, oh, this is a cute sketch. And I wanted to color it, but then I liked these sketches, and so I didn't ever color it. I just kept it as that. This, it actually bled through so much, but I'll show you the finished product at the end. The paper I used was so thin that it bled through all over the page. I'm so glad I did, or else it would have gotten all over my desk that I'm using. So I just have thumbnails. You can't really see them very well now. But I drew 3 colors, and so I was thinking of these 3 colors that I could use. I'm pretty sure I got a Copic marker, and then an Ohu marker. So I just got those 3 colors. This was the first ever video on my channel. It was Meet the Artist 2020. And you can watch the video in the iCards. I'll put it there. But I think it turned out really cute. I actually went back and like thought, I stared at this page for like an hour a couple of days ago. And was just thinking like how I could have critiqued it more and like added stuff that I would have liked better. Like I think the hair is too light. It looks kind of dark on camera, but the hair is too light. Like this is the real color of my hair. And I think that hair is just too like reddish colored. I was really art blocky. Again, I'm always so art blocky. Just trying to do color scheme and I said blah. Because I did not feel good. This was the sketch for this, and then I just converted it onto there for a video that never got published because the footage deleted itself. This, I was drawing Tinkerbell, and then I was just focusing on eyes. This page I really like because I just drew this. I really like the skirt and the legs, how they're turned out more and not just squashed together. This, I was trying to draw something and I never finished it because I just crossed it out, and I was like, nope, nope, nope. This is a comic I actually drew about how I figured out I liked sour cream. My grandmother put sour cream on her tacos because we have like these microwave chicken tacos, and I eat them at her house when I go. And so I was eating them at her house, and then she put sour cream all over hers, and she's like, sour cream. And I was sitting there, and she's like, do you want to try some? And I was like, no. And then she shoved it in my mouth, and I was like, oh, it's so good. This is the microphone I am using to record. I actually didn't have time to set it all up today, so I'm just using my phone to record. What is the blue microphone, and it's actually black, so it's kind of confusing. And it's not really mine, I'm just buying it from my dad. I had a brush pen, and it's kind of juicy and kind of dry on one side, so now I was trying to focus on like fluidity of my poses. This little sketch here, I really like. I think she's cute. I like the sports bra-y kind of style that her top is. I think it looks really cute. Even though there's like 0 detail in it because it's like that big, but still. This, I was focusing on more color schemes like reds, oranges and greens, blues. And then I have E70 Ash Rose, E71 Champagne, and then E13 and E11, which I was just, these are my Copics. Some of them I have that I thought looked good together, so I was just saving them for future reference. This page, I cut up a page of paper, and then I drew all over it with Expo marker, and then I chopped it all up and then glued it on a page, and I think it just adds to the fatness of the sketchbook, and I really like it, and I think it just adds a little bit of abstractness. These were just pages I was sketching on, just using for little things. Mechanical pencil, vine, and a creepy face. I did not like it. Then I drew a girl and a boy, and then upside down, tried to draw a profile, dancing, peace sign, mermaid, and then I just was blah on that page. This page, I was trying watercolor, and I had black watercolor, and I thought it looked so cool. This I actually started on the 12th and then finished on the 13th. This page, I like this page, just all of the cute poses. I was sitting up in my bedroom watching a Drawing Waffles video. I keep talking about her. Go check out her channel. She's awesome. But these were just like Snow White and Fiona's clothes. And then I drew a princess inspired by green, which Drawing Waffles drawing, so I was just drawing along. Then I drew a girl like going to the gym. Kind of looks like Harley Quinn, which I thought was funny. And I was just testing a whole bunch of green art supplies. Then this page, I was just thumbnail ideas. I love Bakugo from My Hero Academia. So I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do for my last page, which is right here. I used my Who markers, and I think I made my eyes too tiny, but I was like, bye, and then I said Sketchbook 11, and I drew myself, and I kind of like how it turned out, which I think is cute. I used a Who markers. I think my skin is just too saturated, my hair is too dark, and my eyes are too small. If I would have drawn it in my more cartoony style like this, I think I would have been fine, but this I just didn't really love. Then I drew peace out on the back page because you can't really draw because it's like toned. And I said, peace out. And then I was like, okay, bye, sketchbook, I miss you. And then in the back pocket, I have the final drawing. This is just a coupon that comes with the sketchbook. And then this is the final drawing for the page that had all the bleeding all over it. And that was just the final thing. And you can see how much it bled through the page onto the other page of the sketchbook because the paper was so thin. So then I drew on the cover recently, and that is my 11th sketchbook. I hope you liked it. It was here for a long time. Let's see, about a month and 6 days, I think, but feels like it's been forever with this sketchbook, so I'm sad to say goodbye, but I'm also really excited because my brand new sketchbook actually just came in the mail like 30 minutes ago when I'm filming this. I got the Pentalic Pocket Stitch Traveler Journal. It's 6 by 8 inches. It's just, I know that I've heard good things about the sketchbook, so I'm really excited to try it. It has same like toned paper as like the ELO does on the first page. And then it has a pocket, so I can put all my things in it. I'm very excited. The next video is probably going to be drawing on the first page of this because, you know, you gotta draw on the first page of your sketchbooks. So I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye!